So Free Guy is amazing. It is like on the level of Deadpool. It is Ryan Reynolds' best thing since the original Deadpool, and it is comparable to that movie. It is so funny. There's just so many clever things that the movie does so well, whether it be some sort of video game reference or pop culture reference, or just kind of just subverting your expectations and coming up with something really funny that you don't expect to happen. It's just so clever and funny. I loved it. It was just so much fun. I loved all the performances in it, and like Ryan Reynolds is great. He still does a bit of it like his typical shtick, but it's so good here. Like, it lands. Unlike where Hitman's Bodyguard and Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, where it kind of felt old, this one, it lands and it works so well. I loved it. And there are a few other characters he plays in the movie, which there'll be a spoiler part of them, that are just so funny, and I couldn't believe they did some of the things they did. It was so... I can't stop saying that this movie was so funny. It was just really, really good. But it wasn't just funny. It had a good story. And it's original. It's creative, unique. It took risks. Yes, it's a bit of like Truman Show kind of thing mixed in with a whole bunch of stuff. Like kind of Ready Player One vibes too. Kind of, it had a lot of references in it like that. Not as many. It wasn't overloaded. It was good. It was so good. And I'm so happy. Like, you'd think this is some like franchise movie. It's not. It's an original movie, and it's probably one of the best original movies I've seen in a while. Like, mainstream original movies. And I hope they keep making more like this, because this was so good. Shawn Levy directed it perfectly. I think he just has a natural flair for this just really fun, entertaining film. Like, he's the guy who did Night at the Museum movies, and he did a really good job directing it. I thought the visuals were great. I really liked how they blended stuff between real world and the video game, and how they transitioned characters between that. I loved Taika Waititi and the energy he brought to his role. He was just every line. He was so funny. It was really good. I'm gonna just move into a bit of spoilers right now. There's a couple things I just need to talk about really quick. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch ahead. I'm going to start spoilers now. I loved all the cameos in the movie, like from the start where we had Hugh Jackman, like the guy in the mask, and you just heard his voice. I'm like, oh, is that Hugh Jackman? And you see Channing Tatum has one of the funniest parts of the movie. His character and the whole scene he's in is just really funny what they do. I loved Chris Evans stole the show with his one line. He showed up for about 5 seconds, and he was hilarious. It's right after Guy uses the Cap shield, which I loved. He pulls out the Captain America shield and the Avengers theme plays. I'm like, holy crap, they can do this now because Fox is owned by Disney. It was amazing. And then he pulls out a lightsaber, and it's just insane. I'm like, what is this movie? It's the greatest. It's one of the greatest things I've seen all the time. I'm still debating, like, is Suicide Squad or this more fun? What did I like more? I loved them both. I had so much fun with it. The story was really cool. I didn't know it was about like AIs figuring out in the program, and two people trying to prove their program was stolen by Taika Waititi's character. I thought that was really interesting. I liked the conflict, and I was so into it by the end. It just had me, and I loved that. I can't stop raving about it. It's so much fun. Like, if you only see 2 movies this summer, see Suicide Squad and Free Guy. They are all you need. It is just perfect entertainment. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds, for such a good time at the movies. Taika Waititi, you were great in it too. I can't remember her name. Everyone else in the movie, you were great. You were great. I wish I remember their names right now. I'm just in such like an excitement high from seeing it that Jodie Comer, Laurel Howery, and Joe Keery, they were phenomenal. I loved them all. It was so great. Dude was hilarious, like big muscly Ryan Reynolds, and I loved how he wasn't a finished character, and he kept like he didn't have his catchphrase, so he kept saying catchphrase and stuff. Like it just worked so well. I loved it. This is one of my longest reviews. You can tell I really love this movie, and I had so much fun with it. So go see Free Guy if you haven't. I loved it. It's so good.